So, hi everyone! Today in this video, I'm gonna talk about a specific concept in economy that I think it can be a reality in a short mid-term. And what is gonna be this? It's called universal basic income, and is so specific concept in economy that has been studied, has been so tried to perceive what's gonna be the effect that's gonna have as the population obviously built in some specific type of society that obviously follows some specific laws that the people then have to work to get so the money that it's like a way to make the people spending their time working. It's like praising the work that people will in exchange, so they provide them value by making them have money to buy the things that they all want. And universal basic income can change one of the concepts that it's like almost a rule that's one of the most fundamental ones that rules the way that our economy works. And then so we have to understand why, who, and when. So basically, universal basic income is a policy proposal that guarantees every citizen a fixed and conditional sum of money without considering if the people works or not. So without considering if you work or not, you always going to receive a specific amount of money. So regardless of their employment status or income level. So why this is created is designed to provide a safety net and ensure a minimum starting standard of living for all. So already what you can perceive is that this policy proposal as objective cutting what could be the low type of quality of life that most poor people can have, because by providing a specific income that's guaranteed without requiring him to work or not, people are going to have so specific amount of money enough to get the basic type of conditions that we have, that is heating, probably ability so to get a house, and obviously some clothes, and obviously not much more than that. So basically, the first type of thing as we have as objective from this existing is people will receive no matter how much they contribute, and so they will always gonna have a specific amount that is gonna be able to meet the basic type of needs that we have. And then why is being something that has been discussed? Because poverty has always existed. So why this brings is bringing now? Because what happens? Rising of income inequality. People say that we didn't hear that most type of inequality exists between rich and poor people, and then so what happens as well, it is even will increase more. It's like we know that almost like it's like 1% of the people in the world, they got 50% of the wealth. And what's going to happen with the emergence of technologies? What are technologies? Technologies are like ways or procedures, methodologies that are made in with a clear objective to a specific goal. And you're gonna see that if you are a worker, you're like a technology. So the company has you, and you do a certain specific tasks toward the goal. And the technology is a technical way so to reach the goal. And then so what can happen if start growing alternative from what humans do? And humans are beasts. Humans are not perfect. Humans have levels of energy. Humans have other type of conditions that are not so just by working. They have other family that they have to take care about, children's parents. So, as someone that gets employees, I always gonna choose the most effective ones, that the ones that requires less cost to make them providing a much more valuable as possible. And then so what could be these specific alternatives that are already beating the humans in certain specific jobs? It's the machines. And what they do now they most focus in automation. But what can happen? People are already seeing that it can involve to as well develop not just strictly automation jobs. So, they can also start being as well competitors for the majority of the jobs that people do today that have some automation, have some repetitiveness, but as well require some creativity and the ability to adapt, which machines can, so by the evolution, start as well doing it in short mid-term. So what's going to happen? More people will gonna be unemployed because it's not the cost benefit of someone that's got them in their work is not positive, and then so I will not want them off, and then so I will lay off them. And so we have seen this even in big tech companies like Facebook or other ones, that they're cutting one of the most probably smartest people because the machines that have been developed, they already so cuts away the need from having that much of people. And we see, like, as in programmers, the junior programmers, they already suffer with that. And so rising of income inequality will something that will happen because the people that will get even more richer are the ones that are the owners of the company, that they will replace the workforce of humans with machines. And then so machines, they don't require money to be spent to kind of be a trade-off for the work they provide. Shifts in the nature of the work, so, and then what's going to happen? The shifts in the nature of work and the need for more resilient social safety nets. That's so another reason for the universal basic income start being something that is more prone to happen. Growing global debates in how to foster economy stability and innovation in a changing world. So if you want people and want to get the people to get the prosperity, we're gonna get them off from poverty, and then so if we're able to, and the main type of people, so they will get even more rich. And the hard reality is that uh, a lot of this money will be concentrated in some small so type sample of people, and then so taxes as well will start even happening more in towards that people. We so going to provide even more money in one some specific concentration, and which more centralized something is, more easy to control, and then so more is going to easy to tax and to distribute these amounts for whole other ones people, building so the net of universal basic income. So we have to understand economic security and poverty reduction guarantees a basic level of income, reducing poverty, improving, providing financial stability. Helps people meet basic needs like housing, food, and healthcare, regardless of market fluctuation. Empowering individuals, free peoples from the must work cycle, encouraging lifelong learning, creativity, entrepreneurial endeavor. So, what you're going to understand is not going to exist. So, everyone's gonna get replaced. No, it's not gonna happen. We're still gonna have some jobs that are still difficult to machines. The ones that tends to be like not easy. It's not like repetitive. So some type of jobs that are a bit have to be made, like people that construct houses, the surgeons that have to do still this type of surgeries. They're still difficult to arrange the machines that precisely do everything that they do, that makes them have zero value. But a lot of jobs will tend to get zero value, and that's why what's basically is going to happen is that we're gonna probably gonna have a mass of good amount of people that's gonna cut away. But doesn't mean that's gonna be everything, but probably just gonna rest the ones that are the best in their specific areas. And that's why we expect a high mass of people that's gonna have like an income. And what in the past we have built an economy that we guarantee that we provide things for the people to buy, but based in the work that they as well they provide for the society. Now basically we're gonna have people that are not people, or machines that works without having them the cost. So they're gonna produce things without requiring money for them, which so obviously will be so putable to people for pay the things, even if the money that they got from the universal income they have not worked for, because basically it's like what who are the ones that have worked for are like the machines. It's like we got the someone's that he does the work for me, and I still get the money, but I've not done this. But obviously, this requires interventions for governments, because the government has gonna have the ability to provide that money, and obviously, so this money probably will come from taxes from these high people, and that's why. So we have a tendency now to we see a lot. I don't know if something that's a correlation of something that's I don't know if it's a correlation, but or something that's a causality that we see some specific entities that are promoting this specific type of policies. They don't see well the billionaires, the millionaires, because they already know that for this agenda to start happenings, we don't so want them to exist. And then so that's why some specific of 18 billionaires, millionaires that so have this money that doesn't match if you want people to get equal society, so everyone's getting this universal basic income and not existing someone that's too much more than other ones, since the tendency is that this automation, this appearance of these technologies will even increase the difference between the richest and the more poor ones. So we have to adapt technology changes that will exist. People so will start earning more because they will become less valuable, and then so someone's gonna get richer, other ones will get poorer, and then so universal basic income as gains rationale. Viability of that, we have have to get funding mechanisms, and we see a lot of today. So how are we gonna fight? As I said past in the videos, what are you gonna have to need? Even more progressive taxation to the ones that even gonna gain more with that, clothing lawfulness, or redirecting funds so from existing welfare programs, potential for economic growth through increased consumer spending and entrepreneurship. So not just accumulating and having so able to a small amount of people having so much money, is distributing more for the other ones. And then so obviously for the viability of that, we have to so test with pilot programs, and we have already made it. We have so examples in Finland, Canada, and various USA trials provide valuable data on UBA's impact on working types, mental health, and overall well-being. So, with our political and social considerations, political will and policy framework require bipartisan support, and a long-term commitment from governments necessitates policies reforms that integrate UBA with existing social welfare structures, and public perception and cultural shifts as well, overcoming misconceptions that UBA discourages work is one of the things that people will try and will also make. It's important. It's are things that are important to understand, because people as well can understand UBI that makes even the governance being even more stronger than people depending on them, and these obviously they are totally acceptable, these beliefs, then these holes and these can bring just good things, and it's something that people have to accept. It's not just accepting these all these type of things that will bring good things, equality. People have to be critical, and I expect that you take away from this video that something that is alternative can be a policy that can come in a short-term future, short to mid-term future, and understand so the considerations by understanding what's the rationale behind that we have been developed. And obviously we have faced and we have so said some of the challenges, and then so obviously I expect you to go further and even explore more this matter in other specific channels, and other some ones that are even more expertise in the field, like economists. So for me is all said and done, and then so I expect to see you on this channel in other videos. So see you in the next one.